Subscribe to ULO and never miss out on our weekend and racing festival tips, with more race coverage on our website at ulo.co.uk. It's the first day of the Ebor festival at York, where the Juddmonte International gets things going for some top-class racing on the Knavesmire. Our nap lines up in the Great Voltigeur. The chance is taken on King's Gambit to take the Great Voltigeur, and go one better than in the York Stakes here last time out. He was runner-up in that Group 2 contest, just half a length behind course specialist Alflaila, but this extra furlong and a half should be just the ticket for Harry Charlton's Saxon Warrior colt. Aidan O'Brien is triple-handed with Los Angeles, Illinois and Euphoric, all going to post. While William Haggas's Space Legend returns from a break, after a fine second to the brilliant Callandagan in the King Edward VII Stakes at Ascot's Royal Meeting. King's Gambit to score with William Buick in the hot seat, while Los Angeles is sure to make him sweat for it. Our next best goes off later on in the fillies handicap. Carl Burke has had an outstanding season, so Got to Love a Grey gets a tentative vote for this 5-furlong dash. A winner on her seasonal reappearance at Chantilly in March, this Dark Angel filly has put in some average performances since, but was back to her best at Goodwood at the start of the month, and any repeat of that run puts her firmly in the frame. One previous visit here, winning a listed contest at 2 and beating some useful types, so horses for courses, and Got to Love a Grey is the one to follow. Starting the card at York on Wednesday, Pilgrim has been in sparkling form this season, with back-to-back wins in June at Musselburgh and Ascot. This Havana Grey gelding also saves his best for York, so looks a solid bet back on the Knavesmire, where he has filled all of the first 4 places here in 4 starts. It's a competitive opener for this Ebor festival, so there's plenty of likely types about, not least William Knight's in-form Holcombe Bay and Mick Appleby's Goodwood winner, Chagrin, while Robert Cowell's Democracy Dilemma carries top weight, but is classy on his day. Copper Knight always makes the shortlist for these big handicaps, so is the each-way angle, but Pilgrim gets our vote for the win. Next up, it's time to make a proper assessment of Charlie Appleby's ruling court in this Group 3 contest. Sired by the brilliant and unbeaten Justify, the Scat Daddy colt that lined up 6 times, and never saw a horse ahead through the post. In his Triple Crown of 2018, ruling court makes his entry here to pattern level. Justify started at 7 furlongs too, so if ruling court is true to type, this should be just the ticket for his second run under rules. The first was at Sandown Park, where he really got into gear in the final 2 furlongs, so a different track here on the Knavesmire, but fancied to go in again. Aidan O'Brien's The Lion in Winter also got the job done with something to spare at the Curragh last month. And this looks a good duel between the pair. For the feature, we'll chance our arm with Ambiente Friendly. The Juddmonte International has been a summer highlight since 1972, but this has to be the best field ever put together for this important Group 1. With Derby and Coral Eclipse winner City of Troy dominating the anti-post markets, and Aidan O'Brien, the Ballydoyle handler, right at the top of his game, it is no surprise to see such a short price for this Justify colt. But we'll gamble that this race is not a foregone conclusion. City of Troy is bred in the purple, sired by American Triple Crown winner, Justify, and connections hold him in the highest regard. But in Ambiente Friendly and French Raider Callandagan, City of Troy is likely to be pushed to his limit on this sharp trip on the Knavesmire. Course specialist Alflaila and Rafe Beckett's progressive filly, Blue Stocking, give real depth to the feature, while both Clive Cox's Ghostwriter and William Haggas's Muldoon would be half their current price in any other renewal of this race, so both are tempting each-way angles. A cracker in store, with Ambiente Friendly to serve it up to the jolly, while Callandagan, Ghostwriter and Muldoon make an interesting tricast for the brave. Later on the card, Samui can take the stayer's handicap, while handcuffed is locked in for the closer.